Mayhem KS.
Oh yeah.
What's up, bro?
Chilling.
You good, man?
Feeling fresh.
So tell me about you, bro. Mayhem KS.
So, I'm basically someone who fell in love with hip hop at a young age. I remember my mother was getting her hair done in town, and you know, in town there's a lot going on. There's music playing here, especially at the saloons. Music playing here, TV screens and all that. So while she was getting her hair done and I was just running around being a kid, I noticed one of the TV screens playing Tupac. You know that song, "What You Won't Do," with the cartoons and shit. Do for love, yeah. So that's when that was my first introduction to hip hop. And then that moment when I was like, I'm actually gonna do this for a living is when I first heard Pro Kid was Obona. And you know, my cousins, I consider them sisters because they stayed with me for a while, and you know, we got a close bond. But you know, we went to the same school, but I was in the primary, they were in the high school. So yeah, they would come back with like hype magazines, the mixtapes. That time when Optical Illusions, that was the last letter, all those niggas were still like pushing underground. So that's when I sort of fell in love with hip hop, and I said to myself, this is something I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. And I started writing. I rapped something for my mom. She said, yo, you have a gift for words. So yeah, at that point, I had decided that I'm doing this hip hop thing for life. This is gonna be no matter what. But I didn't have a name up till a certain point. So you know, one day I decided. I remember I was walking up and down in the dining room, in the house that I grew up in, and I was like, what name should I go by? Yeah, boy. So I decided on Mayhem because I always wanted my presence to cause mayhem, or the bars that I spit to cause mayhem.
So that's how the name Mayhem.
That's how the name
about.
Mayhem, as a reminder that everything you write, everything you do must affect
crazy.
It must affect you inside in a certain way that you lose your shit. And then KS is King Spitter. And I've always seen myself as the best in the world. I still do.
Since it's a rap game, yeah.
It's a rap thing, but I genuinely believe I am the best in the world. I know rappers have to say it, but I genuinely do believe it.
Okay.
So yeah, Mayhem. At first I went by Mayhem King Spitter, but then I was like, it's too long. So I just shortened it to KS, Mayhem KS.
Okay. So in terms of you coming up from Soweto, bro, most of the time when you're from like Akasi from Soweto, you're surrounded by house, kwaito, all those kind of vibes. What made you actually think, okay, cool, I'm from Soweto, Mapetla, 1818, I'm gonna do hip hop?
Hip hop is actually popular in Soweto.
No shit.
Like hip hop is very popular. In fact, my older brother, Kudlwano, that nigga, I don't know anyone who has a bigger hip hop collection than him. And he grew up in the hood. Like, he's like a guy there in the street, you know what I'm saying? But like, hip hop has always been a thing in Soweto. Always. I don't know about
before
even now.
Your Pro Kid days.
Before,
because they put Soweto on Pro Kid.
Maybe not before.
Not Pro Kid.
I wonder before Pro Kid, it was more of a thing of like state hip hop. Like niggas would listen to Eminem. I remember one of my friends from my hood. We would play soccer on Friday nights. And you know, obviously, it's a thing of like a team of two. So if your team is not in, you're sitting on the sideline,
and then you let the other team play.
Yeah. So while he was waiting for his turn with his team, he was bumping Eminem. Since we were kids, dog. So like hip hop, house and quite obvious is a thing, but hip hop has always been like popular in Soweto. And my library of hip hop knowledge, music knowledge, a lot of it comes from my brother. There's no hip hop song that he doesn't have, especially like one of the 90s, 80s, early 2000s.
80s, 50 Cent type.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. And how many mixtapes or EPs you got out now?
I think I got like 6 EPs out.
You got 6 EPs out?
6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got your latest one right now, bro.
Excuse me. Yeah, I got my latest one, Cold Days and Cozy Cuddles, the EP.
Cold Days and Cozy Cuddles.
Cold Days and Cozy Cuddles.
Why that title, dog?
That's the mood that the EP puts you in. That's the mood that the EP caters for. It's a very romantic EP, trap soul, lo-fi. Even the subject matter is about guy meets girl, falling in love, making love, you know, courting a woman. So how initially I actually wrote and recorded the EP like 2 years ago, 2020.
Crazy.
It was done, but back then I wasn't confident enough to release it.
Release these type of songs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
okay,
I wasn't confident enough because I didn't think the singing was good enough. I didn't think the writing was good enough. But like my boy Kamal the one, because I opened a group on WhatsApp for like production, Mayhem KS production. So everyone who's ever helped, not ever, but like everyone who consistently helps me out with beats and production, I put them all in one group because I figured, as in, you're always there providing me with this beats, you're always there providing me with these beats, always you're reliable. Let me combine all of you and create a Mayhem KS sound. So yeah, in that group, after I had finished recording the 2 songs, Want and You, I sent it in the group. And I felt like I self-criticized myself first because I'm my biggest critic. I was like, gents, I recorded this, but I don't think I'm gonna drop. I think I'm gonna give it to someone else, you know. So as in like, because in music, in songwriting, sometimes you can just record a reference track. So a reference track is where you record a song, but not with the intention to release it, but with the intention to give it to another artist. And then you just remove your vocals and they just sing the parts that you recorded with their vocals. So that was my plan. But Kamal was like, nah, dog, this is dope. But I was like, nah. So I put it in my laptop. I forgot about it.
And the EP has 2 songs, right?
Yeah, it's 2 songs.
Tell me about both songs. Give me the first one, for example.
All right, let me finish this story, then I'll tell you about the songs.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, I left it in the laptop, and then when I was chilling working, I was like, oh shit, some of my old songs, let me just listen. So I bumped it. I was like, fuck, this is dope, and like it needs nothing else. I need to release this. I need to release this. I put some shit back. I was planning on releasing something else. I put that shit back, but you know, I felt I was comfortable enough to release it because I wanted to experiment also. So yeah, that's the story of how the EP came about, and then the 2 songs. So
what's the first song? What's the name of the first song?
The first song is called Want.
Okay, Want.
Tell me about Want. Want is the one that was the spark for everything. I'll tell you how it came about. I was at the Glen shopping center. You know the Glen?
Yeah.
I was actually at the engine garage by the Glen.
I see.
So now I'm pouring petrol. So now these homies pull up in their whip, and like they got like the song bumping loudly, and the sound is clean. You know that sound where it's loud but it's clean, because you get that sound. It's
too much bass.
And you're like, okay, it's loud, we hear it, but whatever. But this one is loud and clean. And the song was, I think it was Close to You by Nobody, NBDY, right? The 808s were so intentional. Everything was like slow and methodical, and it was like an R&B trap soul song. Even the vocals, the way he was singing it was so like he was making you wait for it, right? So I woke up to the homies, I asked them for the name of the song, they told me, I searched it, I listened to it, and then I sent the link, the YouTube link to Silas Beats. I was like, yo, Silas, dog, please make me something exactly like this. Obviously not the same, but the same vibe. So that was Want. He sent me back a Want, and you'll notice in the song Want, the 808 is
on point.
It's on point. It's like slow. It's intentional. It forces you to focus. Yeah, but even the way I hop on it, the way I sing, the way I drag my voice, it's patient and methodical, and you know what I'm saying. So that song was the one that kickstarted the project.
Damn.
My name is Mayhem KS. Abutwadi Cuddles. I wrote a little something. Yeah. Do whatever that I say now. Yeah. You and I done made a day about. Yeah. Riding kisses, pull you on your hinges, school you, politicking over, time to turn you over. I love to see you smile. Today I want it sober. Put your nails on file. I put you down and fold you. I leave you alone, you soaking. You said you want the motion. I give you devotion. You make yourself so open. I'm grateful for your focus. I'm all you ever hoped for. Yeah. Do whatever that I say now. Yeah, yeah. You and I done made a day about. Yeah. Riding all over my face, child. Yeah, breaking down, I feel you shake now. Yeah, believe me, I see what we could be. Believe me, I see what we should be. Leave all the scheming to children. Feed up your knees on my shoulders. Ski but I re-up in your mouth. Now let's move on to the next one. I wanna keep it quick, I wanna keep it moving.
You can tell there's a lot of thought behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but even with the writing, I wanted to make sure that whichever woman is listening to this, it puts them in that mood, or if they're in that mood already, they want to listen to this.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Woman or man, because sometimes you can be like, for example, there's male R&B singers who make songs for women, like "Take You Down" by Chris Brown. That's a song
for women.
That's for women, but I
Yeah.
fucks with it. I listen to it, and I envision myself as Chris Brown. So
True.
let me not say any woman who listens to it. Anyone who listens to it, it either puts them in the mood, or if they're in the mood, they listen to it.
Ah, damn, man. I can't wait to listen to the song. Actually, you're gonna perform it, right?
Yeah.
Aight.
We won't do that.
Okay. And then tell me about track number 2, bro.
Track number 2 is called "You." So this is me sort of digging into my lo-fi, because I'm a lo-fi addict.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not listening to hip hop, I'm listening to lo-fi. Yeah, but
so you
mostly
wanted to mix.
Yeah, mostly lo-fi, because sometimes I listen to lo-fi when I'm working. You know what I'm saying? It helps me concentrate. But sometimes with hip hop, when there's someone rapping bars here, it's hard to focus.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to experiment with lo-fi as well. So I asked Silas, Silas, make me something lo-fi. Yeah, well.
Silas is your producer.
Silas Beats. He's a producer I work with sometimes.
Okay.
I worked with him on my 4th EP, Escape EP. He provided production on 2 songs, composition, because there's a difference between production and composition. He provided composition on 2 songs, and I just liked the working relationship with him. I think I also gained his respect on that EP. When he sent me beats, I sent him something the same night, same evening. He was like, "Yo, damn, you record fast." So I hit him up with this one because I knew he's reached the level in his skill, he can do whatever you ask him to do. Yeah, well, in terms of like hip hop or R&B. So I just said, okay, let me get something lo-fi. So he sent me that beat for you, and it was perfect. The first time I heard the beat, I already had the melody. Na, 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 na. Yeah,
okay.
Well, and I already knew what I wanted to write. Yeah, well, so this whole project was easy to make. It was so natural.
Plus it's winter.
Yeah,
got something cozy for the people.
I
right?
recorded it in winter. 2 years later, I dropped it in
winter.
Yeah.
Man,
Something
cool, man. I can't wait to hear the EP.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you, what's next for Mayhem, bro? After here?
Yo, there's a lot.
After the EP, man, what's next for Mayhem?
There's a lot.
Because I'm seeing you milking this EP already. You got a short film out for the EP, right?
Got a short film.
Yeah, tell me about that too, man.
Yo, that was actually a dream of mine. Like, I've always wanted to move away from the music video format and go into the storytelling. You know, not me just performing the song, because how many times has that been done? I wanted the song to tell a story. Yeah, well, so so my initial thing was I wanted to give it that Charlie Chaplin feel, you know, silent film, no words spoken, just body language and action. And I think we got that across in the film itself. I mean, there's no dialogue. It's just the music playing in the background. And more than anything, it's just the chemistry between me and the leading lady. Shout out to her, Mantala Gaute. Very, very amazing to work with. So that short film, I've always felt a need to tell stories, whether it's through the music or through visuals, because that's what people connect with. And what's the most timeless story? Story of love.
Story of love.
Guy meets girl.
Yeah.
They fall in love.
It's timeless.
Timeless story.
Yeah. Even 20 years from now, somebody can watch what you released and they can relate to it. Shout out, man. All right, man. I just wanted to keep this sweet and short. Yeah. And then you're gonna give the people the performance of the songs, and then we good, man.
Let's do it.
Shout out for the interview, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And hope to do this again.
Yeah. Let me show them the merch, though.
Show them the merch, man. Show them the merch. Okay.
Will I still be in frame if I stand up?
Stand up a bit. I'll just zoom you in. Come close a bit. Let me see your heart. Tell me about the heart.
So let me tell you about the whole picture.
Okay.
So this is a guy and a girl holding a balloon.
Yeah.
While they're holding each other's hands, and then the guy's holding the balloon, right?
Yeah.
So instead of making it like that cartoon heart, I wanted it to be a real heart, because I like real things. Yeah, boy. Then here we've got, a young fact.
Okay, let me just come close a bit. Ah, shit, I can see it. Yeah, man.
Cuddling has the power to decrease pain.
Oh, yeah?
Just to remind you, when you're in this hoodie, you must get in that vibe, yeah, boy. And then here we have QR code.
What's the QR code for, man?
Songs to love. So as soon as you scan this, it takes you straight to the YouTube playlist of the EP.
Oh, damn, man.
Yeah, well, so
it's like is that the first of its kind, or?
I mean, it's the first that I know of.
Oh, yeah. Inventing stuff. I see.
I ain't saying much.
Yeah, but it's like one of the first of its kind.
Yeah, so when you're in this hoodie, you're supposed to be in that vibe, and then at the back it's just my logo.
Okay, Mayhem KS logo.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get a picture of that. I'll wear it. Shut up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the logo.
Yeah, it's a dope logo.
All right, man. Anything you gotta say for your EP promotion type stuff?
This is a very special song. Would you ever say yes if I asked you? Every single now I wanna hug you. When I look at you, I see my son too. I love you, I want you. This will never end, it's only part 2. My friends tell me I love you too much too soon. I tell them that I'll never meet another you. I love you, I want you. Would you ever say yes if I asked you? Every single now I wanna hug you. When I look at you, I see my son too. I love you, I want you. This will never end, it's only part 2. My friends tell me I love you too much too soon. I tell them that I'll never meet another you. I love you, I want you. Fitting nakitete be young taba straight. You walk out of your gate, I start to salivate. I see you, greet you, you smile, you say hello, man. Look at the fella's face, you match my perfect pace. Oh, I don't know if I should say this now, but I celebrate when I hear your name. Would you ever say yes if I asked you? Every single now I wanna hug you. When I look at you, I see my son too. I love you, I want you. This will never end, it's only part 2. My friends tell me I love you too much too soon. I tell them that I'll never meet another you. I love you, I
guess if I asked you, every single now I wanna hug you. When I look at you, I see my son too. I love you, I want you. This will never end, it's only part two. My friends tell me I love you too much too soon. I tell them that I'll never meet another you. I love you, I want you. Cold days and cozy cuddles, out now everywhere.